How do I make a lot of money? Today, I'm going to give you an inside, unfiltered look on how I generate over $1 million a year. My hope is to prove to you that I know what I'm talking about. From my experience, from me actually doing things, is why I can talk on this channel about the things that I know. So today I'm going to bring you in and I'm going to show you 4 main points why I make a lot of money. The first point is ownership. I own multiple businesses. A lot of those businesses have value, and I'm going to go through them in a second. Value that as those businesses continue to succeed and are more and more profitable, they can be sold. So ownership equals wealth. As my ownership in that asset and that asset's value goes up, my net worth soars up with it. I own 3 insurance businesses. I own Wexford Insurance, I own Excavating Insurance Partners, and I own Total Work Comp. It's all under my one insurance umbrella. We provide multiple solutions for businesses, for group health insurance, for personal auto, home insurance. We do a ton of stuff, and we operate in 27 different states. I own that business with my wife. We run it together, and we've grown that business to a national company. I also own a lead generation company called Contractor Back Office, where we provide leads to contractors. Both of those businesses, my insurance businesses and my lead company, can be sold for a multiple of the profit. So a majority of my net worth is contributed by those businesses growing, so that someday I'll be able to sell those businesses for millions and millions of dollars. Okay. I also make money from my personal brand. The video you're watching right here, I make money from YouTube ads. I make money from different things that I sell on my website, different advices. I have a course on how to find a business idea, how to find an actual business idea with an opportunity called the Business Idea Blueprint. I'll have a link below. I make money from ebooks that I've written. I have a book behind me right here for $5, how to find a business and scale it to over $1 million. I make money from consulting. I make money from mentor calls. Somebody wants to have a call with me, I make money from there. I also make money having an ongoing relationship with some businesses as a part of their team, kind of a mentorship program. So I make money from my personal brand. That personal brand, people also call me knowing that I own an insurance agency. They know that I own one, so they call me when they want insurance for their business because they know me from this channel. They know me from my personal brand. So my personal brand filters in money to my other businesses. Now, my personal brand can't be sold, okay, but it can be scaled very easily. I can get called to go speak places that I have before, and I make money going speaking places. So I can make money, and while I'm there speaking, people also know that I own an insurance agency. They maybe want to do business with me there. Or maybe they're starting a business and they want an investor, and I'm able to invest in a deal because people know who I am. Okay, so I also make money from my investments. Every quarter I get dividends on some of my investments, different companies that I have ownership in. So I make money in investments and get return. So just from the stock market, if I'm in the S&P 500, a 10% return, whatever I have invested, I'm not going to disclose that, I make 10%. So just from my money that I've saved, I make money. So that all that kind of flows into my income. Number 2, my revenue streams have recurring revenue. Okay, this is super important. Super important. My insurance agency, as long as people renew their policies, which I think our retention is over 95%. That means over 95% of the revenue in my insurance agency is going to recur every year. My YouTube, I don't make a ton from YouTube ads. There's not a ton of money in the YouTube ads when you're monetized, but that pays me every single day. YouTube pays me for people watching my videos. I also make money from a recurring relationship with some people on mentor calls, mentor relationships. So those 3 areas, I'm able to sit here. I look at my money every single month, how much I brought in, and I look and I analyze that, and I say, I have a good chunk of income coming in that's going to, with very high certainty that it's going to reoccur. Okay, so that allows me to, number 1, budget with hope or with somewhat certainty that I know how much is going to come in over the next couple months. And it also allows me to reinvest into hiring people because I know with a high certainty how much money is going to be coming in the next month for me. and the next 2 or 3 months, and the next year, I can budget so I can hire people. Really hard to do that when you're like, I had a great month this month, but is that going to happen again? I don't know. So it's really hard to take the plunge and hire somebody if you don't have a good certainty that your revenue is going to come back. So the recurring revenue aspect of my income really helps me continue to budget and reinvest. Number 3, one of the most important ones, is I live below my means. I save a lot of money and I invest a lot of money. I'll provide an example. I live in a house that's probably a little under 4,000 square feet, which I know I'm blessed. A lot of people don't live in a house that big, but compared to my income, the monthly mortgage payment of around $2,000 to $3,000 a month is very, very small for me. Okay? Very, very small, but live way below my means as far as housing. As far as cars, my monthly expense for a car is $500 a month. I have a Honda CR-V that I lease. I lease it because $500 a month is very inexpensive for me. I also own a Jeep Grand Cherokee that's hail damaged. Yes, 5 years ago I bought, or it was like 7 years ago, I bought a hail damaged Jeep that I bought it all cash because it was inexpensive, and I knew a guy who was running a hail damage lot, and he said, hey, this is a really good deal. I bought it cash. I have no car payment. Now, I will drive that. It's kind of like my junk car that I drive around, but it doesn't cost me anything. My housing and my car expense together are probably around $3,000, which is very, very small compared to what I bring in. I live way below my means. Now, I am slowly increasing my standard of living and enjoying myself, going on trips, and I'm going to probably upgrade different areas of my life, but that's going to be at a very slow projection compared to my income. So that by the time I get up here, my income should be even higher. So you slowly increase your standard of living. The issue is some people, they start making great money, they start blowing everything. Don't do that. Slowly increase your standard of living. Number 4, my income increases faster than the increase of my expenses. And I'm not talking about my gross expenses. I'm talking about the individual things that you hear everybody talking about. The cost of butter has gone up. The cost of milk, everything's gone up. I know, but my income in proportionate to the expenses has gone up way higher than those individual expenses. Okay, so I can handle milk going up double because my income's gone up double. The issue is a lot of people complain about expenses going up. It's because their income has not trailed faster than the increase of the expense. So you don't necessarily have an expense problem, you have an income problem. If you can get in the right business or the right potential job, that your income can increase way more than what your expenses are increasing, then there is no issue with products and services going up. It's the issue is your income. You need to increase your income. You can only decrease your expenses so much. You have to live somewhere. You have to get around. You have to have transportation. But your income, there is no ceiling. You can go higher and higher and higher. So the answer is in your income, not in your expenses. Okay, so how about you? How can you start to make a lot of money? How can you individually do this? Because I may be on level 20 and you're in level 1 right now. What do you need to do? Well, the first thing is you need to commit to saying, hey, I need ownership in my life. Like I said before, my wealth, my income drastically increased when I got ownership in a business. It means when I started my first business, which was my insurance agency, when I was able to increase my income because my income's not tied to a job, not tied to a manager who's going to give me a raise, it's not tied to any proverbial sales scheme that I'm in. No, I own the business. I can increase my income. You have total control over the money you make, total control of where your net worth is going because you have ownership in the business. Like I mentioned before, I literally have a course that outlines how you can find a business opportunity, not just an idea, but an actual opportunity in your community. A lot of people just pitch business ideas to you. I'm not pitching a business idea. I'm giving you a proven track on how to find a business idea that is actually an opportunity in your community. That if you follow this course, you will have a legitimate business idea that if you take the effort, take the action, you will have a great business idea that will probably be over $1 million business idea for you that's waiting there for you right now. You just haven't made the plunge to buy the business blueprint course. There's a link, business idea blueprint. It's only $97 and it's an over hour, 2 hour, 3 hour course on how to find your business idea and get off the ground and running. Also, another thing you could do is you can find a mentor. Okay, I would be happy to have a call with you. Maybe you go find somebody else. Find somebody. Commit to finding somebody. It doesn't even have to be me. Go find somebody else. Find somebody in your community. Find somebody. But if you want to use me, you can always book a call with me. I'll have a link below. You can go to my website, book a call. I'll be happy to have an introductory call with you to get you on the right track. What do you need to do? What do you need to do to start taking the next step in your wealth journey right now to start increasing your income? You need more money. You need another opportunity. You need to become rich. The issue is right now, you don't know what to do. So you need somebody to help you figure out, okay, here's what we need to do. I had a call with a guy about 9 months ago. He was thinking about starting different businesses. I helped him out. He now has a business that does over $4,000 a month, and he is ecstatic. He's getting ready to quit his job so he can go on this business full time. And that's the power of a mentor. Somebody who's able to get you to where you want to be faster than if you did it alone. That's what a mentor does. So I'd be happy to do that. Reach out to other people. Find somebody who can bring you to the next level. Okay, so as always, I'll be pumping out content just like this, helping you get to the next level. And if you want to, please like and subscribe. Thank you.